All right, guys, if you are somewhere around that 16, 17, 18-year-old range, maybe all the way up to about 21, you decide, you know what, I think it's time I become a nurse. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Go ahead and get that BSN, especially if you are young enough or you have the ability to just go ahead and take 4 years off and go ahead and get it, so you have a spouse that can support you, something like that. That BSN is going to come in handy a lot more than what you actually think it will. Yes, I am fully aware that a new grad ADN and a new grad BSN are going to be par. They're going to be the exact same. There's going to be no difference in pay, no difference in anything. You're going to say, why did I even bother going to school for 4 years when this person over here went to school for 2 and we're making the same amount of money? Yes, I understand you will ask yourself that. The problem will be, or the situation will arise, when you are a little bit older, a little bit more senior in your nursing career, where, you know what, I'm tired of walking around these halls all day. I'm tired of passing meds all day, talking to patients all day. You know what, I kind of want a managerial job. I kind of want a job where I sit down. I kind of want a job behind a desk. And that right there is where that BSN is going to come into play. A little bit of a story. Situation arose where I inquired about a position at a company, and I was told, yeah, we would love for you to be this position. You just don't have that BSN. You've got the experience, you've done the work, you've got the experience, you've got the references. You just don't have that piece of paper that says BSN. Therefore, you are not qualified for this position. Although I've already worked there for years upon years, done everything that needs done, I don't have those 3 letters that start with a B in front of me, which is unfortunate. Now, if I do end up deciding to go back to school, I'm looking at a minimum of 2 years in order to get that degree, just to get that position, which may or may not exist in 2 more years from now, when if I had already had the BSN to begin with, I could just jump on and have that position readily available whenever I need it. So if you are in a position to where you can go ahead and say you graduate in high school right now, you're going to a 4-year university, and you know you want to be a nurse, go ahead and get that 4-year BSN degree. If you're in a position where someone supports you, a spouse, whatever it may be, and you have the ability to take the time off and just go ahead and get that BSN, I strongly encourage you, go ahead and get that BSN. Just go ahead and get it out of the way first thing. Don't even worry about stopping for the LPN or the ADN. If you have the ability, just go ahead and get it. Now, I myself and many other nurses did not have that support system available. We did not have that ability. I was 28 before I went back to nursing school, so many of us were older. Many of us didn't have the ability to do it at the time. I mean, I had kids to feed. I had to get a degree now. I didn't have the time to wait 4 years. If you do, however, I strongly encourage, go ahead and get that BSN. Do it first thing. Go ahead and knock it out. Do that BSN, and later on, say 10 years after you graduate, you're going to thank yourself that you went on ahead and got that BSN. Hope it helps. Thank you much.